Hi there. In this video we are going to present an overview of the new CAM Assist 2.0 for Mastercam. We've got a part loaded into Mastercam 2026, and it is a 3+2 part. For the first op we are going to use a basic vise, and for op 2 we are going to hold the workpiece in some soft jaws that we made using the CloudNC soft jaw designer. Now, if you are a current CAM Assist user, you know that you need to set up the machine groups in Mastercam prior to using CAM Assist, and that hasn't changed. In the first machine group we have the master model, the stock and the fixtures defined. For op 2, we still need a master model, but we'll leave the stock blank as we will rest machine from op 1. For the fixture bodies, we have selected the soft jaws. Okay, once everything is ready in our Mastercam Toolpaths panel, we can launch CAM Assist. In 1.0, CAM Assist started in a panel within Mastercam, but for 2.0, a separate window is used. We will just drag the CAM Assist window into the screen. The first new feature that we're going to see in CAM Assist 2.0 is the Assess phase. Think of Assess as a pre-flight check of the part. CAM Assist is going to evaluate if there are any issues that might lead to improper machining, or issues that might block us. With this part, Assess found no issues. Let's move to the next phase. Prepare. Prepare is where CAM Assist is given the specific information for the part. We will set this part up for 3+2 automatic mode, so CAM Assist will figure out the appropriate machining directions. We will also pick the machine, material, and tool library. CAM Assist now stores your tool libraries on the cloud, so they are quick to access and can easily be used across your organization. This means more output consistency and a more standardized approach for your shop. We can change the setup we are showing easily with this control. Now we are focused on op 2, and here we are looking at op 1. We can also choose to show both setups at once. Additional visibility controls let us show, hide or partially show the part, stock, work holding, avoidance geometry and unassociated bodies. These controls make it easy to focus on what we need to for a given situation. Let's continue the prepare process on this part by adjusting the setup. We can also change other properties under the advanced controls. Here we have roughing, finishing and other fields that can be adjusted. Under the Parameters tab, we can choose to enable or omit toolpath types. We can also choose how CAM Assist will work with our tool libraries, either using our own user-driven cutting parameters, what we call presets, or by choosing to use AI-driven cutting parameters. Alright, let's run CAM Assist, so the program can begin to be generated. Compared to the previous version of CAM Assist, there is more to see than just a progress bar as we enter the Analyze phase. We've also just clicked on the dark mode to show you what that looks like. Back to light mode now, and we can start to see the finished strategy being generated. Clicking on Finished will show us which areas have been computed in green. This part will take a bit of time to compute, so while we wait, let's open up the My Shop menu and have a look at how CAM Assist configuration works. The first item in My Shop is My Machines. Here we can set up the kinematic data for our specific machines so that CAM Assist can pull this information in and set up appropriate feeds and speeds when we run. Next, we have My Materials where we can configure the materials we run in our shop. CAM Assist comes pre-populated with a number of common metals, but it is easy to add our own as well. Each of the configuration views has a search bar and handy filters to make managing these items simple. Also, each page has a favorite workflow. Setting a machine, material, or tool library as a favorite makes the item available in the Prepare view, so you can have an extensive database of items, but you only need to focus on your favorites in your day-to-day use of CAM Assist. Let's hit Back to Part and check on the progress of the computation. It looks like we have some unfinished faces showing up. When we click on them, they are identified in red on the part. In this case, we probably have some potential issues for these holes with the way the part is situated in the work holding. If this were a real job, I would probably go back to Mastercam and make some adjustments at this point, or add another process to finish the machining, but this is just meant to show an example of how CAM Assist now provides this machinability feedback early in the process, so we will continue. We've got a bit more computation to run, which will give us time to go back to my shop and look at my tool libraries. CAM Assist now manages tool libraries on the cloud, which means that anyone in your company with CAM Assist can pull from a centrally managed tool library. We can also use CAM Assist to compare tool libraries for specific parts. We can add tool libraries as we need, or duplicate libraries easily. Opening up the library shows the details of the tool assemblies within it. Each of these items can be viewed or edited as needed. Tool assemblies are made up of 4 views: assembly properties, tool properties, holder properties, and presets. Again, presets are available if you want to run with very specific feeds and speeds for a tool, material, and usage. You can also leave these variables unpopulated if you would like CloudNC's AI to calculate your feeds and speeds. One example use case would be if we needed to change the tool stick out in CAM Assist so that our tool could machine a slightly deeper pocket. Adjusting the stick out is simple. We just go to the assembly in question and then make the adjustment to the stick out field. As we do this, the tool assembly diagram updates at the same time. How easy is that? Let's go back to the part to check on the computation now. If we click on Program, we can start to examine the strategies, even as roughing is still being calculated. As we can see, each of the finished surfaces is shown with a color on the part. We can turn off each operation or group of operations to prevent them from being sent back to Mastercam. We can also click on the Cutting Parameters Explorer if we would like to refine the feeds and speeds we will use for each operation. Now roughing has finished as well. Roughing strategy is shown as a shaded volume. Let's click through some of the operations. Although the roughing boundaries may look like they might collide with the work holding, they will not once the tool paths are fully generated in Mastercam. CAM Assist strategy will respect the work holding. Finishing operations highlight the part with a color. I will collapse the Op1 setup so we can focus on Op2. I'll also change the view to Op2. Again, if I want to adjust any of the feeds and speeds, I can just click on the Cutting Parameters Explorer button. After I make the adjustments, I just save. The view and the associated controls in the Cutting Parameters Explorer will vary depending on the tool type and operation selected. Here we are adjusting the chamfer tool parameters. The dynamic feedback on the diagram is very helpful while using this tool. Once we are satisfied in CAM Assist, we hit Send to CAM Package to send the strategies to Mastercam. Now each operation will be sent from CAM Assist into the toolpath tree in Mastercam. It will take a bit of time for this to run, so we will speed up the video at this point. Now that Mastercam has all the operations, they will need to be generated before proper evaluation and simulation. We will speed up the video here again. Alright, now let's have a look at the toolpaths. Here are the facing operations. For roughing, CAM Assist uses Mastercam stock models in its computation, so they are interwoven with the roughing operations. Here those operations that we mentioned were close to the vise, but as you can see, there are no collisions. Now we can review the finish operations, starting with the flats. Each operation at this point can be edited using Mastercam functionality. The CAM Assist generated toolpaths are no different than if you made them using Mastercam at this point. We will skip through these rapidly now, and run the part through Mastercam Verify to simulate. We hope you've enjoyed this quick walkthrough of CAM Assist 2.0 for Mastercam. We will be releasing more content on 2.0 in the coming weeks, detailing the functionality, so make sure to subscribe to our channel to get all the latest from CloudNC. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Cheers!